Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's tips video. It is round 15 and it is the last week of the buys, so we're just going to jump straight into it. Only 6 games this week, unfortunately, but yeah, the teams that are getting a buy are Adelaide, Collingwood, Western Bulldogs, Hawthorn, St Kilda and Richmond. My assessment of these teams so far: Adelaide don't look like they're going to make finals. They're playing terrible. Collingwood, you can't really assess them. Like, they're third on the ladder with injuries, a lot of injuries. I don't know how they did that. As a supporter, I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I don't know how they're doing it. Western Bulldogs, they're better than they look. Honestly, they really are. They just need a couple of things to fall into place, and then they'll be a real threat come September. Hawthorn, they could actually make finals this year, the way they're playing. St Kilda, nah, they look so promising earlier in the year, but ever since then it's just they've just gone downhill. Richmond, well, I don't know. I don't know what's going wrong at Tigerland, but something real bad is going down there. Yeah. But anyway, let's get to the tips. Friday footy. Okay, so the first game is Carlton versus Geelong. Now, this is at the MCG. Geelong usually do this against the big clubs. Usually against teams like Collingwood and I think Melbourne. They'll play at the MCG. They won't play at Cardinia Park. So I think Carlton's in that mix as well. Carlton's a big club at the moment. They're doing well. And I think they'll continue their form here. This will be a win for them. Geelong just having some problems connecting with their forward line. The forward line's not really doing a lot. They're not kicking as much goals as they were. Yeah, they're really vulnerable up forward. Their defence is getting figured out as well, which is another thing. I don't think Carlton have someone that can really shut down a backman like Tom Stewart for Geelong, but having said that, I don't think he'll be a problem. So yeah, I think Carlton will easily win this game. It could be a cracker, but yeah, I really doubt it. Carlton should be good enough to get over the line here. So moving on to Saturday football, and we got Port Adelaide versus Brisbane Lions. Now, this is an Adelaide Oval. Port are they need to respond after what happened last week. But I've been listening to a lot of the statistics of Brisbane Lions over the past 4 or 5 weeks, actually longer than that. And Brisbane, they're up there in the top 4 for almost every category. The way they're moving the ball, they're back to their scintillating best, and they're yet to prove it against a really strong side. And I have a feeling this will be the game that they prove it. They'll put Port to the sword. Players like Rosie are getting found out. Butters was tagged last week. Jason Horne-Francis isn't exactly showing, like, he's playing well, but he's butchering the footy. Yeah, Brisbane should win this game. But yeah, it is in Adelaide, so they'll have the hometown advantage, the home crowd, and that'll give them a bit more pep. But yeah, they just don't have a forward line to kick to. Their back line is all over the joint. Radaglia was playing forward last week, and it worked for a little bit, and then it didn't work. So yeah. Moving on to the second game on Saturday, we got Giants versus Sydney Swans. Now this is the Battle of the Bridge. The second Battle of the Bridge, actually. And it's at NG Stadium. So, you know what? I think, honestly, I think the Giants won. No, Sydney won this last time. Actually, I can't remember. Because Giants won 5 in a row at the start of the season. I think it might have been Sydney, actually. Yeah, Sydney have only lost to Richmond. Yeah. But I think they'll win here again. Just because the Giants have been really down on form lately, and I don't think that's going to change in an instant. I don't think. Just this will be a close game, I reckon. Yeah. So under 10 points maybe. Sydney, they're gettable here by the Giants. If the Giants play at their best, they're gettable. But I just don't think that's going to happen. I think it'll be Sydney. Yeah. So the last Saturday game will be Melbourne versus North Melbourne. I honestly think, and this may surprise you, but I think North Melbourne are going to win this game. LDU was absolutely, for 2.5 quarters last week, they destroyed Collingwood out of the middle. And that's Melbourne's biggest problem at the moment. They are not winning the ball in the middle of the ground. Where North Melbourne, they can do that now. They know they have something to build off. And I have a feeling they're going to do it here, and they're going to do it really well. Max Gawn's a threat, but I don't know. Their ruckman, I can't remember his name. He's a newcomer. He was picked up in the. Yeah, he's a good ruckman. Like Gawn's not going to play great every week, and I have a feeling he might play okay here. But North has a lot of tall players, and that's really going to work in their favour. So yeah, they're going to win the middle, and I think they're going to win the game. So this will be an upset, and I don't have their bets here. I don't know why, but they'll be a lucky winner here. So moving on to Sunday football, and first up we have Essendon versus West Coast. Last time these two teams played, it was at Optus Stadium, and West Coast just lost. But this time at Marvel Stadium, Essendon should get the job done. I'm not too sure if Harley Reid is back in the team. But yeah, I think Essendon will win, just because Eagles don't travel that well, and yeah, even when Harley Reid was in the team, they just don't travel well. So I think that form will continue here. Essendon will be too strong for them. Moving on to the last game of the round, Fremantle versus Gold Coast Suns. Gold Coast have to win this game. They really do, and Fremantle, I think they have to as well. And although I want the Suns to win, because I think they're a better team, like they really are a better team than Fremantle, I just don't think they will win. I think Fremantle will be disappointed about last week. They'll want to win, and they'll shut down the Gold Coast midfield, and they'll just get over the line. They'll get the job done. That's pretty much it about that game, and that's it for the round. So, good luck betting. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, be good to your mother, and I'll see you next time. Peace.